Hey there guys, my name is Marcus, and in this video I'm going to compare WordPress with Webflow. The first thing I'm going to share with you is what is my actual recommendation for you to use, like in what situation I would go with Webflow and in what situation I would choose WordPress. Then I'm going to compare pricing plans, I will look on the themes they offer, and then I will look on also on plugins and main features. So let's start. Now, the biggest difference between WordPress and Webflow is how you can actually build a website. What do I mean by that? In Webflow, you choose a pricing plan, you choose a theme, and you're ready to go, you start building a website. On WordPress, on the other hand, it's more complex. You need more steps to actually finish your website. First, you need to get a domain name. Then you need to get like really good web hosting. Then you need to get a template. Then you need to get like template builder, like I don't know, Elementor. And then you need to also install plugins that you need, and then you can actually build a website, right? To having like successful website. Another disadvantage it can be disadvantage to WordPress is that you need to actually update all the plugins all the time. So you need to actually take care of your site. In Webflow, you just build it and you're well off. So these are the differences. And now, what is my recommendation? I would go definitely with a WordPress if you want to build a long-term successful website. So let's say that I want to write, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 blog posts. And also I want to add affiliate links into that. And then I want to sell some products. In that way, I would go definitely with WordPress, only because like more than 40% of blogs on the internet right now are on WordPress. And I know myself that having it's really reliable and effective to have everything on WordPress from the blogging perspective. Now, on the other hand, Webflow is really specific. Webflow is really great also for e-commerce, but my recommendation is that you need to know HTML and you need to know how to build actual websites to choose Webflow. Other than that, I would go definitely with choosing WordPress combined with Elementor, in which you can actually add sections and just build a website based on columns and how would I call it, widgets and sections. In that way, WordPress can be really effective and you can build the website easily. Now, on the other hand, Webflow, or for example, like how the CMS works here, adding the blocks, adding the sections is a little bit difficult how you can work with it. It's going to take a time. You can edit the whole section when you look on the right side, what you can do with it. But definitely, I recommend you need to know the knowledge how to actually program the website. The huge advantage Webflow has that there are plenty of tutorials from directly Webflow company how you can actually build a website. So that's like kind of good. Now, when you come here to the pricing, I can really compare the pricing of WordPress and Webflow because you get three kind of site plans. The first one is a site plan, which is basic CMS business. It depends how many monthly views, pages you actually need. And then also collection items, submissions, and bandwidth. On the other hand, then you get like e-commerce here if you want to sell the products. So that's like 12, 16, 36 USD. And then when you come here to e-commerce, 29 plus or advanced 212. Now, when you go further to account plans, what I really like about Webflow that you can actually start the website for free and you can learn how to master it and use it. So you see here the starter, free 2 projects, and you can actually learn how to program it, how to create, how to work with templates and everything. So you can actually invest the time if you like Webflow more comparing to WordPress. And you see here that you can see like light or pro version. So it's kind of cheap. And when you would choose like the CMS here or e-commerce plan, it's like the pricing is all right. I can't really say it's like bad. On the other hand, on WordPress, when you would come here, what are the pricing? WordPress is open source, it is free. But when you want to pay for template builder like Elementor and website builder, you have to pay for personal $49 a year. Then that's the first thing. The second thing is that you need to pay for hosting. That's the most expensive. And it can vary from, I don't know, €5 a month to, I don't know, €30 a month. It really depends what kind of hosting provider you're going to choose. But be careful about choosing the right one because based on the hosting provider, that's how fast your site is going to be. So my recommendation is you need to choose reliable web hosting with a good customer support and that they are fast and they don't have drops, because your system, your WordPress site is going to be hosted on the web hosting, and you need to have it right. So I can really compare which one is better. It really depends what you want. If you want to build everything by yourself, in that way WordPress can be really effective what you can achieve with it. But other than that, Webflow is also a good choice how we can work. But another thing that I kind of don't like is that you have to actually optimize everything for mobile. You need to do multiple edits. If you're going to choose like good template with Elementor, you don't have to actually do it because it's going to be automatically responsive, so you're not going to have a lot of work with WordPress. Now to go further to themes, I can say that I really like WordPress more. Webflow got amazing themes, but with WordPress, you're gonna have more options. So you can choose like blog here, and you can start like blogging and choosing by text and just choose which blog you want. But when you come here to WordPress themes, you can have so many themes, even free paid ones that you can choose. And there are a lot of like reviews which people are recommend to use. So I can say that WordPress got better themes, and many of them comparing to Webflow. Now when we go even further to not pages but plugins, again, I can say that WordPress is dominating Webflow because WordPress has been here for a really long time, and there are plenty of plugins also for blog that you can integrate with your website. And when I come here to add new, I can simply add new plugins, right? And you're gonna see right here, and you can search, like, let's say that I want to funnel, then I can start creating funnels. And you see that you're gonna have like many of plugins completely for free that you can choose for creating funnels. Now to go further on Webflow, how we can work with it, you can have the blog posts here, and you can simply add a new blog post. But I really like the filtering and everything is like fine, but in my opinion on WordPress combined with the plugin, from the SEO perspective, it's going to be more effective. But they're both good. I mean, they're not bad, but if you know the HTML with Webflow, you can do the magic with it. And also plenty of website builders are choosing Webflow, how you can actually animate things and how you can work with animation. So you can really play around, and you can do the 2D, 3D animation here when you see on the right side. You know, I can scale it. I can automate the scaling. I can even rotate it or skew it. So the way how it works is really fascinating, and what you can actually do with it. And you have plenty of options, right? You can add transitions here. So that's like really great. And this is pretty much it. So to summarize this whole video, they're both good, but my recommendation, if you want to build a long-term huge project, I recommend having it by your own on WordPress and just write posts there. On the other hand, I would definitely go with the Webflow if you want to do the animation and you want to build even the e-commerce and you're okay to the learning curve and learn how to use it. But combining with Elementor, I think the WordPress is going to be much better choice because you can build a simple website. So thank you very much guys for watching. If you have any questions, ask me down in the comments, and have a great day and goodbye. See ya.